So you can come into a comfortable cross-legged position. If you have something you want to sit up on, you can grab a blanket or cushion. We'll take a few moments with eyes closed or a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. And as you slow down your breath, you can just slowly switch gears from doing and planning and moving forward to settling in. Feeling where your body is touching the floor or props underneath you. You can use the expanding quality of your inhale to sit a little taller, feel the torso spreading and opening. And each time you exhale, let it be an opportunity to let go. Is there something else you might release here now? You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus. And feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you throughout your practice. So let's start with the side stretch. We'll bring the right arm up and over. You can lean onto your left hand or elbow. Try and stay grounded through both sit bones. And then circle your right arm back behind you as far back as you can. Go as slow as you need so you are getting to the full range of motion, feeling what's being stirred up. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch. And then curve around through center. Start to reach out through the other arm and then open up into a side stretch on the left. Both sit bones grounded. And then begin to circle your left arm back behind you as far back as you can. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch. Curve around through center, come all the way over. Take one big circle. When you get to the beginning, curve around through center, all the way over. Take one big circle. And then curve to center, and we'll fold over the legs. And that could be leaning into your fingertips, or you can walk your hands further forward, finding your edge wherever it is right now. You don't need to be able to fold more than you can, but let go into the position you're in. Keep arriving back in your body, in right now. Walk your hands in, rolling up. We'll bring hands to the floor behind us, fingers facing forward. Roll your shoulders back, your elbows back, and then lift the chest. Take the chest as high as you can. Maybe a little bit more, last couple seconds. And then release, hands to knees, round back, lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top. Sitting tall, drop your right ear over to right shoulder and press down through the left shoulder, stretching left side of the neck a little bit more. Rotate your chin to your chest and come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, but now even more through the right side, looking for a stretch there. And then rotate chin to chest. Come back to the first side and then go back and forth a few times. Half circles or 3/4 circles, watching the sensation move from one side to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of your neck. And then release. Arms down, head floats back up. Bring hands to the floor behind us. Again, shoulders back and elbows back. How much can you lift the chest? There's what's comfortable, and then there's the edge. Can you go right to your edge? Let's release, come up, hands to knees, round back. And then roll your way back up. Let's come forward onto hands and knees, tabletop. If you want to pad your knees and you have something, you can put a blanket or cushion under them. Set your hands right under shoulders, knees right under hips, fingers spread. We'll take a few rolls through the spine, starting by lifting the head and tail. And then round, draw the belly in strongly. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now inhale, arch. Exhale, shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back and dip part way or all the way to the floor and press up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. If going all the way is too much, just go where it feels right for you. A couple of inches might be plenty. Press up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down, elbows hugging the sides. Press up. Round. Arch. Dip down. Press up. Round, and then sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Allow the weight of your body to settle. And then let's come up to our first downward facing dog. Start by spreading the fingers, getting hands flat and active. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. And then take your time opening up the backs of the legs. You can pedal out your feet. You can shift your hips side to side. Using each pose as an opportunity to explore. What's it like to be in your body here now? Just gathering information. Using that real-time feedback along with everything you know, everything you've learned about your body, about this pose, to take good care of yourself. Let's walk hands and feet towards one another and hang in Ragdoll. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You can take any arm position, any movement, maybe a little sway or shake out. And then bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing, one vertebrae at a time, stacking up. You can step up to the front of the mat, come into mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet can be together or apart. Feel your feet grounding down. Strong core, supporting your back, long spine. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next, inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, coming through high push-up, lower down, chaturanga. Come into your back bend. And this could be as low or high as feels right. A little baby cobra or up dog. And back to down dog when you're ready, and then let's take 5 breaths. In a good resting pose, that could be down dog, but you could also come back to child's pose or sitting or onto your forearms or knees. Let your rest be a time to come back to presence, back to your body, where it is right now. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, let's take the right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee. You could also do this from hands and knees if that would work better for you. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times, big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Shift your weight forward. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Take your time adjusting your footing. When you're ready, arms sweep high. Hips sink low. Grab your left wrist. Take it across for a little side bend. Come over to the other side. Grab your right wrist. Take it across. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the chest. Release arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square. And with the upper body letting go, like Ragdoll, find ease. Release through your head, your neck. Last breath here. Big step back. Warrior one. Drop the back heel. Inhale, arms up. Settle in. One more breath. Release, hands to the floor or to your blocks, pyramid pose. Let's straighten the front leg, part way or all the way. You may want to adjust the distance between your legs. Draw your right hip back. Feel a connection between your head and your sit bones, lengthening away from one another. Last breath here. Let's release. Make your way back to down dog. You might take a vinyasa. You might just step back. Feel what you are choosing to do, whatever that is. Your transitions are a time for you to take good care of yourself. Integrate what you've just done. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent left knee. Go as slow as you need to so you're not skipping over the hard parts. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times, pulling the hips up and back as you do. Take your leg a little higher and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Settle in. Let's grab the right wrist, take it over, side bend. Come over to the other side. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Other thumb on top this time. Open up the chest, hips low. Release arms up. Tip forward. Standing splits. Feel free to use blocks for your hands or bend the bottom leg. Reaching that right leg as straight and long and high as you can. Letting it be where it is. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one. Drop the back heel. Inhale, arms up. 100% effort, really dynamic, but finding ease as well. What is there to release here? Last breath. Hands to the floor or to your blocks, pyramid pose, going in the directions you know to go in, meeting your edge right where it is right now. Last breath here. Let's release. Make your way to down dog, however you want to get there. Could be a vinyasa, could be some other movement, and then you might settle into down dog or any other neutral shape. Finding a shape that feels like a rest for you. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Can you even out the weight between your toes and your heels? Strong legs, strong core. But can you relax your face, your shoulders? One more breath. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, shift forward and find your balance. You're welcome to keep your torso high and your leg low. You could come parallel to the floor or anywhere along the way. Finding how this works for you right now. One more breath here. Step back, warrior one, just one breath. Release through your movement transition. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. Modify or adjust in the way that feels right for you, and you get to choose that moment by moment. Last breath here. Step back, warrior one. Release through your movement transition back to your rest. Letting go. Coming back to just this. Last deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Bend the knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back. Lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath. Come in. And step right back to warrior one. From here, open out, warrior two, shifting hips and arms to the side. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior two. Let's straighten the front leg, triangle, reach out to come down. Expanding, getting even more dynamic and even more at ease. Last breath here. Release, make your way to down dog, however you get there. Slow, deep breaths. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath. Step back, warrior one. Open out, warrior two. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle. One more breath here. Let's release. Make your way back to a good rest. Like settling into a meditation or remembering that this whole practice can be like a meditation. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Let's take a couple of balancing poses. We can start by separating the feet and feeling your balance on 2 feet. You can shift your weight around to your toes, to your heels, to one side, to the other, and just feel how you easily recover. And then we'll do something similar on one leg, less practiced. We'll bring the right leg up for tree, Vrikshasana. So you can bring your right foot as high as your inner thigh or as low as your ankle, anywhere above or below your knee. Arms can be out to the side to steady you. If you feel solid, you might bring hands together or arms up. And you're also welcome to use a piece of furniture or a wall. If you feel really solid, you could try shifting your weight around, going a little bit towards your toes or a little towards your heels or towards the inside or outside, and just finding, can you recover from being slightly off balance? It's what's happening anyways. Tuning into the sole of your foot, noticing all the little shifts of weight that are happening. And then same thing, other side. You can release that. Take a moment, feeling both feet grounded. When you're ready, same thing, other side. Left leg comes up as low as the ankle, as high as the inner thigh. No pressure on the knee, above or below the knee. You can choose your arm position. You can always change your mind. Arms out will be most stable. While you're concentrating on balancing, can you keep relaxing the muscles around your eyes, your jaw? And release that side, shake that out. Let's take King Dancer as a balance. So we're gonna turn the right palm to face out. You can reach for the inside of your right foot, and left arm can start up. And then kick your foot into your hand as you tip forward. Try and lift up through your head, your chest, your fingers, your toes. And then gently release, come up, take a moment, get grounded. Same thing, other side, turn the left palm to face out, reach for the inside of the left foot, right arm can start up, and then kick your foot into your hand. And you can tip forward, but keep lifting, everything going higher. And then release. Shake that out. Bring feet hip width apart. We'll take hands to the top of the buttocks. And then roll your shoulders back. Roll your elbows back. Lift the chest. Come to a little upper back arch. Try not to collapse in the lower back. Imagine you have a helium balloon in the chest and it's floating up. And then release, fold forward. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. If you're able, grab your big toes with your first two finger and thumb. Getting a good grip, lengthen. And then fold, pull your head towards the floor. Let's release and come down onto the knees, getting set up for Camel. If you want to pad your knees, you could roll up the front of your mat or use a blanket or cushion under your knees. Come to a tall kneeling position. Try and have the pelvis neutral, so just notice if your hips are tipping back. Drop down through the tailbone so the lower back is long. Just like we did standing, we'll bring hands to the top of the buttocks. Roll your shoulders back, roll your elbows back. Lift the chest. You can stay here with hands on the buttocks or reach back for the heels. If the heels are a little too far, tucking your toes will give you another couple of inches. You can also use hands on blocks. You're welcome to have your head forward the whole time, or you could take it up or drop it back. And then release, come up, and let's take a seat back. Couple breaths, neutral spine. Let's take that same thing again. If you want to take it deeper or more gently, you're welcome to. And you can stay as long or short as you like. So it could be just a very gentle pose for one breath, or you could go deeper, you could stay longer, you could try a different arm position. Feeling for the rightness of this in you now. So you're doing your best, going to your full expression, but honoring your limits where they actually are. When the pose feels complete, come down. Let's take child's pose. Letting the lower back spread out. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. And then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Let's come back to center. We'll lift up to table and let's get set up for a twist. Thread the needle. So from hands and knees, lift the left arm up and curl from fingertips down. Thread it right behind your right wrist and then keep going until you come onto your shoulder inside of your head. And then push your right hand into the floor, rolling open through the right shoulder. You could also push into the bottom forearm or take your arm up and back. Lots of variations of this. And then release, come up, unwind. Back to table. You might take a few rolls through the spine, just evening things out, coming back to neutral. And then we'll move to the other side. From hands and knees, when you're ready, right arm lifts up. Curl from fingertips down, thread it through, come all the way down onto your shoulder and side of your head, and then push your left hand into the floor or into your bottom forearm. You could take your arm behind you. And then release, unwind, come back to table. Again, a few rolls through the spine or any other front to back or side to side movement. Let's come back through down dog and into a pigeon pose, right side. Slide the right knee forward, scoot back through the left leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. Feel free to set up support here if you want a little something under your hip or chest or forehead. Releasing into the support beneath you. What is there to let go of here? Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. Find your way back to down dog. You can take a vinyasa, or maybe there's some movement. Same thing other side. When you're ready, left knee comes forward. Scoot back through the right leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. Set up any support. And then continue the process of settling in and letting go. And then take your time releasing the side, coming through any movement transition. We're going to eventually make our way onto our backs. So you can stay in down dog for a few breaths. You can take any movement. And then find your way onto your back. Bring your knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees. And I'm going to suggest a supported bridge. If there's a different way you'd like to wind things down, you're welcome. For supported bridge, you will need something, a prop, a block, or a bolster, or foam roller, a couple books. Something is going to slide under your sacrum, and you can choose how high or low that is, how hard or soft. Make sure it's not under the lower back, but just a bit lower under the sacrum, and then rest your hips down on it. You can always adjust. And you're welcome to stay in neutral with both feet on the floor, or try a hip flexor stretch by bringing your right knee to your chest, grabbing hold of it, and straightening the left leg, letting that straight left leg hang, opening up through the front of the left hip. You can switch sides when you're ready. Left knee in, straighten the right leg, let the front of the right hip yawn open. When you feel even on the two sides, come back to neutral. That could be both feet on the floor, could be both knees in, or it could be both legs straight, either up in the air or along the floor. And you're welcome to adjust the placement of your prop. Finding a position you can settle into, a couple breaths. Almost totally passive. How much can you let go here? We are moving towards the end of class, so this is particularly a good time to do exactly what feels right for you. If you're enjoying where you are and you want to stay longer, you are welcome. When what you're doing now feels complete, you can just check in with your body. What's needed now? Is there a last pose or stretch or some way that you want to wrap up your practice? And when nothing else is needed, you can start getting comfortable in your final resting pose, Shavasana. Feel free to adjust your clothing, grab props, cover up. Eventually settling into stillness and letting go of all the effort, all the control of your breath, letting go of holding anything. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles. Eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today.